Is this a game-changing tool for color blending soap or just another money-taking gimmick? We're about to find out. Hey everybody, welcome to Middle Life DIY. My name is Leslie. Thanks for tuning in today. If you're into these how-to beginner soap making videos, please consider subscribing, drop a like, and say hello in the comments. We're happy to have you. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the video today. I have a really exciting new piece of pouring equipment I want to try out. I haven't tried it yet, so this will be kind of a really fun discovery for both of us. It's this silicone pour cup, and you can see, so it kind of allows you to pour everything at once. I'm really excited. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and put mica powder in each one. So we're going to check this out and see, does this make it the best to do swirling color pours? We'll find out. So what we've done is, you see I've got my goat's milk melt and pour base already in the melter. This is the type I use. This big huge block, there's not much left of it now, but this was a 5.2 pound or 2,360 gram block of melt and pour soap. This will give you 36 bars. So this is a big old brick of melt and pour base. So I've gone ahead, I've stuck that in, and I've got it to begin melting so we can get at the color blending. I'm using these individual bar silicone molds today. If I have extra soap left over, which I kind of suspect I will, I might either go with this, or I actually found this really cute mini bar from Temu. So we'll try that out possibly if we have extra base. I'm going to put some essential oil in my soap today, so I'm going with the fruit, Arvidsson fruit. Everything here, with exception of the one Temu silicone mold, everything came from Amazon. So if you like what you see and you want to try it out, you can find all of these products on Amazon. And we're going to go with peach scent because, you know, it's the dead of winter. I'm looking for some fruity summer vibes in my soap just for a bit. I'm also, all of the pigment mica powders I'm using today come from this mica powder. We've got sort of a black pearl, a gold pearl, a bronzy, or dark goldy bronze, and a white pearl. All right, so that's what we're using. We'll get this melting. So while we're waiting for that soap base to melt down, I'm just going ahead and putting a little bit of rubbing alcohol in each of those mica powder slots in our cool, spanky new silicone. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, that just helps to remove the potential for the mica powder to clump and sink down to the bottom of your soap bar, which is not entirely sightly. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to take my time and mix in this mica powder with the rubbing alcohol in each of the little sections. Oh, I'm so excited to try this and see what it's like. I often say when I'm doing this, I don't have enough hands to just keep everything stirred and happy and moving, and this will actually also help all the soap to come down to the same temperature at the same time too, which is fantastic. So we won't have much waste if one cools down a lot faster than the others and then tries to set up on us while we're still stirring like crazy people. How cool is this? Okay, those look good. Let's see how the soap is doing here. There we go. It's trying to boil on me, so we'll discourage that. Oh, that peach is phenomenal smelling. Super excited to check that out in a soap. I've never used peach scent in a soap before. I'm going to put these molds on a cutting board, and the only reason I'm doing that is because when you put your essential oil in a soap, and sometimes when you pour it and when you move it after, there's a risk of your essential oil and your soap base separating. So by putting it on the cutting board, when I finish pouring it, I can pick the whole thing up and put it in my little soap cupboard all in one shot without too much jostling and shifting around, and I think that just prevents the essential oil from separating from my soap. So I'll make sure that I'm kind of keeping my mica powder moving here and keep it mixed as well. So here's the black pearl. There we are. So pretty. This is this just luxurious looking gold. This is kind of that dark bronze gold blend. And then this fella on the end is the pearl. Just gonna take the heat right off because it's pretty much there now. Okay, fantastic. We're gonna add our essential oils. Now you want to add the essential oil right at the very end of melting your soap base. The essential oil will want to evaporate off, so the less time it's on the heat with the soap base, the better it will stay into the soap and not out into the atmosphere. Oh, it smells divine. I'm going to unplug. As you know, I prefer to unplug my pot just for ease of pouring. So I'm going to stir a little bit more. I can see it trying to separate here. Just give it a bit more of a stir. So great. Now, hard part. I gotta pour. I don't think I'm gonna go right to the top just yet. I want to make sure everything gets kind of even. Not as hard to pour into as I was anticipating, so that's great. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some extra soap. So I'll just keep going here. Now, being that it's a silicone cup, I know it's gonna squish when I pick it up to pour, so hopefully. Ooh, so cool. Oh no, I overtopped. Okay, I'm gonna contain my excitement so I don't splash it into each of the little quadrants. Oh, so exciting. It's a little hard to, I shouldn't have filled it so much. So if you get this, don't fill it so much. Oh, I did it again. No, but it's kind of doing a cool marbling thing there, so ooh, I'm hopeful. We do want the temperature of the soap to come down some so that it doesn't become one big tea color. It's less likely to blend when it's a little cooler, so I'm not feeling, that gold just isn't as popping as much as I would like it to. I'm wondering, should I run the risk of adding some more? why not? Why not? Now, hard part. So because I'm going to do it this way, there is a bit of a risk that we're going to have some goldy clumps. Okay. But I'd rather have a nice strong with a couple clumps than have this kind of dreary brown thing going on there. Trying to reach my stick all the way into the bottom here. I am making a good old mess, aren't I? Starting to look a little better, isn't it? Just more of a consistent color. They're all trying to set up here. You can see them trying to kind of set up, so I need to get on with it. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the clumps. Well, I knew the risk, right? I knew the risk. Okay. I'm gonna take those sticks out. Here we go. So we'll just give one final spritz to these so we don't get bubbles in the bottom of our mold. Oh yeah, that handle is leaves some to be desired. Here we go. Oh, that is amazing. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. We are going to unmold these fabulous color blended soaps using our fantastic silicone pourer. And we're going to see, I already know based on looking at these that there was one difference maker in this. So we'll talk about it. Let's get these out of the mold and check them out, shall we? Let's start over here. Always excited to see what happened at the bottom of the mold that we couldn't see. So here's soap number 1. And I love these are all going to be unique because they were all poured differently. Soap number 1. Look at that. So cool. Now, as I alluded to before, the soap was literally cooling in the pitcher as I was pouring. So the extent to which it was blending was actually changing throughout the pour. Kind of neat. Oh, look at the dark on that side. Cool. So that's soap number 2. Let's go down here because I can tell the last soap I poured was just kind of the bottom of the pitcher and there wasn't much in it, but it was also cooler than the other soap when they were poured. And we know that makes a difference. So check this out. I think that's a little, I love that peach smell. Is just fantastic. Look at that. It looks like a work of art. So just to compare, so you know what I'm saying, see how the color is more pronounced in this guy? And it's because this guy was a little bit cooler when it came time to pour this one than this one. That's literally the only difference. It was the same pour. This was just the beginning of the pour when the soap was the warmest, and then this is the end of the pour. Super cool. So, what do you think? I don't know. I guess I paid $8 for this. I would say I wish that I could get it in a much bigger size, because this little pitcher barely gave me, I mean, it gave me 5 full-size bars and then this one teeny tiny sliver. So if I'm gonna mix up soap, I wish I could make more in one shot. I also did not love that the handle is squishy, because when this was full of soap and heavy, I had a real hard time picking it up and giving a nice pour the way a precision pour doesn't happen with the silicone handle. The other thing that I noticed that I did not particularly love about this is that despite all the stirring I did with the mica powder, there was a big old chunk of white mica powder stuck in the corner. So I think it's tough. My recommendation would be, if your heart is set on getting this and using it, pre-mix your colors of soap and perhaps then pour the pre-mixed and blended color soap in there, and don't try to mix the color into the soap in this container. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, duh. Yeah, I know. Some of us learn the road rash method, do we not? So, meh, I don't know. I'll use it a few more times. I like that it keeps all the soap about the same temperature all the time. So you don't have one little guy getting cold over here and the other little guy, the big guy over here, is not even starting to cool down. I like that. Will I buy another one? Probably not. So there you have it. So what are your thoughts? Drop in the comments below if you have any questions, anything you want to add or contribute to the conversation, for sure. If you like this type of video, please do subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.